Yeah, you gotta nip it in the bud and be like, that's not something I need to waste my time on.
To nip it in the bud. To nip it in the bud means to stop a small problem before it becomes bigger. For example, the teacher nipped the bullying in the bud before it became worse. It means she stopped it. She stopped this small problem before it turned out to be bigger and worse.
It was a really big acting part. So we were shooting in Kurg for 2 months. I didn't have signal and I was really in the zone. I wasn't speaking to anyone.
To be in the zone. When you're in the zone, you are completely focused on one task and you do it perfectly. For example, while studying, I was in the zone, so I finished the chapter within 20 minutes. It means I was so focused on my task that I finished my work before time.
Yes, I think that it's been few and far in between. I think America is a really hard country to break into.
Few and far between. This idiom can be used to describe something that is extremely rare, something that doesn't happen very often. For example, good jobs in this small town is few and far between. It means they are very rare.
I used to burn the candle on both ends. I won't lie. When I first started in my 20s, I'd never even taken a vacation.
To burn the candle on both ends. This idiom means to work so hard that you're completely exhausted or tired. For example, when she was working a job as well as doing her masters, she was burning the candle on both ends. It means she was working so hard that she was completely exhausted.
What was scary was, oh my God, am I going to come back home with my tail tucked in between my legs? Yeah. I was most scared of that.
To have your tail between your legs. This idiom means to leave or come back from a situation feeling embarrassed. For example, when he was caught lying to his boss, he left with his tail between his legs. It means he returned from that situation feeling embarrassed. He was extremely ashamed of what he had done.
You feel like you're stuck in something and it's just not moving. You're not getting any movement. That's the time you have to pivot. Pivoting is just the name of the game.
Name of the game. Name of the game means the most important part or goal of an activity. For example, when you have young kids, patience is the name of the game. It means patience is an important part of parenting.
You go big, man.
Yeah, man.
You
Go big
crushed
or
it.
go home.
Big or go home. Come on.
Go big or go home. This idiom means either give your best to a task or don't do it at all. For example, we are not opening just one store, we are opening 10 stores. Go big or go home, right?
They really wanted to put a female at the helm of this movie. So it's about a woman trying to protect her family from the bad guys of her past.
At the helm. This idiom can be used to describe somebody who is in charge, somebody who is in control, somebody who makes the decisions. For example, with a strong leader at the helm, the company runs smoothly. It means when a strong leader is in control, everything becomes smoother, everything becomes easier.
And maybe I also, look pretty decent. So I'm easy on the eyes.
Easy on the eyes. This idiom can be used to describe something that is very attractive. For example, this new cafe is definitely easy on the eyes. It means it is very attractive. You want to go and sip your coffee in this cafe.
Don't jump the gun.
To jump the gun. To jump the gun means to do something too soon, too quickly, without actually thinking about it. For example, when she decided to get married to this guy after a week of knowing him, she jumped the gun. It means her decision was too fast, it was too soon, it was too quick, and it was not well thought out.
This is not even like, this is the head of the iceberg. There's so much more when you do a deep dive into the history of colonization.
Tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg means a small part of something much bigger. For example, the broken chairs are the tip of the iceberg. The whole office needs repairs. It means that broken chairs are just a small part and the problem is much, much bigger.
I love just vegetating in bed. Not my husband's cup of tea. He wakes up and he's out the door for some reason.
Cup of tea. This is an extremely easy idiom which is used to show preference. If I say it's my cup of tea, it means I like it. If I say it's not my cup of tea, it means I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. For example, dancing is not my cup of tea. It means it's not something that I enjoy doing. It's not my preference. So these are the final 12 idioms that we discussed in this video. If you don't want to just learn them but also remember and use them, then don't forget to form sentences and leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Keep unscrewing English with me. I'll see you next time.